There is no escaping the fact that the 570S is a blooming marvellous car, and you can get one now for some seriously good money. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at the things that make this car so great and the things you should be looking out for if you want to buy one. Believe me, if you can get a drive in one of these things, you will not be disappointed. So we're back out in the 570S, and yes, I appreciate it's been far too long since we've been in this. I've been farting about in old Renault 5s and talking about Porsche Taycans and EVs and V12s and transitions and all that stuff. But we're back out in the car that matters, the 570S. I want to talk about buying a 570S and is it a good time to do so right now? I was having a look through Auto Trader recently, as you do when you like cars, and there was a 570S for sale for £85,000, which is a total and utter bargain. Think about that. Really, think about that. I don't know if you can see my finger there as well. Yeah, I kind of took the top of it off with a knife whilst chopping a pepper, hey? Not so good. But anyway, think about that, right? A twin-turbo V8 supercar with a carbon tub, mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, honestly, with, I think, looks to die for. I mean, such a great looking car, and that's before you've even driven it. When you get out in one of these, every time I sit down and start the engine and get out on the roads, you just forget how much fun they are. They are brilliant, brilliant cars. Absolutely fantastic, so much fun, and everyone that owns them just bleats on all the time about how fantastic they are to drive. They are brilliant. And you can get one now for what is a relative bargain. Think about it, 85 grand for one of these. So they start at about 85 on Auto Trader and go up to sort of about 120 for a really good one. 85 is for a 2016 model. These cars were released in 2015, but 2016 is pretty much the first registration you can buy. The latest is a 2020 car. This one is a 2019 car. And the challenge is that a lot of those cars are going to be out of warranty, and that's something that you probably need to consider if you're looking to buy one of these cars. But if you're thinking about getting a car for that sort of money and you've not considered a 570S from McLaren, I really would consider one. For me, it's a no-brainer. If you're looking at an R8, maybe an old Gallardo or something like that, an old Porsche, older Porsche, and you've not considered the 570S, just get out in one and have a drive. I really do encourage you to do so. I'm positive that you will not be disappointed. So, is now a good time to buy one of these cars? Well, yes, I really do think it is. For me, to get in a car like this for that sort of money is an absolute bargain. It really is. It's just, you're going to get great value for money, and you're going to have a lot of fun. The whole ownership experience in this car is brilliant. Turns lots of heads, gets lots of comments, lots of people chatting about it, and there's some good owners clubs out there as well. I'm part of the McLaren Owners Club, and really jolly nice bunch of people, you know, no aloofness there, everyone helping each other out, and just a load of respect and love for the brand. So yeah, you can get a 2016 one for sort of 85 to 95k depending on condition, mileage, and of course the spec, the all-important spec. If you're looking at the coupe, that's what you're going to be paying. If you're looking at the Spider, the convertible, then you're going to be paying sort of maybe 10-15k above a coupe. And the Spider is great. It's a bit smaller in terms of room because you've got the roof mechanism behind you, but the cool thing is you can roll down that back window and listen to the engine. And okay, the engine is a little bit muffled perhaps. You can open that up with the sports exhaust or the MSO exhaust, but you're going to be getting, you're still going to be getting a great driving experience. So I guess, yeah, the all-important thing, right, is what should you be looking for when you buy or looking for one of these cars? What are the things to keep in mind, and what should you be considering? Well, you really need to consider first the spec, right? There's lots of different spec types out there. There's kind of loud specs, so orange cars, green cars, that kind of thing, and then slightly more sedate cars like this one in storm grey, black, maybe that purple colour, which I can't remember the name of, but is really good looking. Chicane, kind of a bit more toned down. So what I am pretty impressed with is there is a lot of variety out there, because these cars were made in all shapes and sizes. Well, they were all the same shape and same size, but all kinds of different specs depending on what the owners, the people who brought them from new wanted. So by looking around, you're undoubtedly going to be able to get something that suits you pretty close to the kind of spec that you like. So yeah, really just do your research in terms of what you want, and get that in your head, you know, the type of 570S that you want if you're after one, because I'm pretty sure with a bit of hunting around you should be able to find one. I believe about 55 or so cars for sale on Auto Trader. There's more for sale, I'm sure, if you search, but that's quite a few cars to choose from. So yeah, what are you looking for? Well, history is obviously going to be very important. Now, there's some things you need to consider. The warranty, right? We're going to talk about that, and some sort of minor problems that these cars had. One of those is aluminium corrosion, right? These cars, they're all hand built, hand painted, hand everything, right? That doesn't mean they're bad. I mean, an F1 car is hand built, right? And it's probably the pinnacle of automotive speed handling and engineering, right? So hand built doesn't mean bad. It just means that the margin for error potentially in paintwork and fit and finish is probably a little bit higher than if you're being built by a robot. But don't let that get in the way of the driving experience. I mean, hand built absolutely doesn't mean it's going to be a bad car. And these cars are just so much fun to drive. So the warranty, right? If you're the only cars that are still in warranty are late 2020 cars, right? 2019 cars, I should say, as well. If your car was registered, for example, in December 2019, you're going to have another 7-8 months or so warranty left. But cars are pretty much about to fall out of warranty, most of them. So if your car that you're looking at doesn't have a warranty and you're buying it from a garage, what do you do? Well, the garage should provide you, the dealer has to provide you, I believe, with 3 months warranty regardless. But check that, because it might be limited. That warranty might be limited in terms of what it can cover. So you're going to be eventually spending on an extended warranty if your car has fallen out of warranty. And there's different ways to do that. I guess the most secure way and the most sensible way is to buy an authorised McLaren warranty through their extended warranty program, and they'll provide you that with about £3,000 there or thereabouts. You might be able to tweak a bit of a discount for a year, and the warranty should pretty much cover you for everything. These cars came from the factory with a 3-year warranty, so all you're doing is rolling that extension on a year-by-year basis. From a paintwork perspective, they are covered for 5 years for any corrosion, and they do suffer from aluminium corrosion. This car's had a little bit, but they're pretty good about fixing it. They'll send it off, get it fixed, and turned around very quickly. What to look out for if you're checking a car, do look over the paintwork all over for any aluminium corrosion, and that will just show us a little blister or a little bubble around normally where the seams are in the car. So just keep an eye out for that. And if you've got some in your car as well under 5 years, then you can get that done free of charge. If it's out of 5 years, which your car could be, then you're going to be paying for it, and it might add up a little bit, although generally bodywork isn't too expensive. I had a little mark on this that caused in a supermarket with a trolley hitting it, which was fixed for about £650, which is not too bad in the grand scheme of things. So do check the paintwork. So back to the warranty, yeah, £3,000 a year for a warranty. Should also talk about the Artura, which is just about to drop. McLaren have changed that to a 5-year warranty, which is great. I really think that's going to help residuals, and a 6-year warranty on the battery. So just a point worthy of note there. I think you need to be looking at 5 to 7 years of warranty these days with cars like this, at this level, to ensure that the aftermarket value stays strong. Very important. Now, here's the thing. I know for a fact that there are plenty of people out there with a car, with a 570S, that is out of warranty, and they don't have a warranty on it. That McLaren warranty is provided by Car Care Plan, and is, I understand, going to pretty much cover you for everything that could likely go wrong on the car. So what is the worst thing that could go wrong on the car? Well, I think the reality is it's probably an engine or gearbox failure, which you'd think would probably add up to a lot of money. And here's the thing, there are third parties out there that look after McLaren very well. Thorny Motorsports, prime example of that, who are very experienced in McLaren, know their McLaren's inside out. Reckon, I understand, don't quote me on this, but I think it's pretty legit, will fix anything on a McLaren, down to an engine rebuild or a gearbox rebuild, for under £10,000. Now, okay, if your car is out of warranty and you get stung with that, it's a pretty hefty bill. But I don't know of any engine or gearbox problems that people have had that, okay, well, there's been a few, but generally minor, but, you know, no complete rebuilds required from all the research that I've done and all the speaking to people. The engine and gearbox on these is pretty reliable. Other things that you might want to look out for are things that might not be covered by warranty. For example, worn front suspension bushes, which creak a little bit. I believe they're about £2,000 to have that, both those repaired, there or thereabouts. So, you know, warranty doesn't necessarily cover wear and tear all the time. So you have to consider that when you're doing your research. So could you run one of these without a warranty? Well, absolutely, yeah. I mean, look at the history of the car, look at previous problems it's had, look at work that it might have had done. That's going to give you a guidance in terms of whether the car is good or not. Now, here's the thing, I think McLarens are generally very good, or it seems very bad. Most are pretty good, very good in terms of reliability. There are ones out there that just seem to have everything go wrong, and you know they're lemons of cars. And those are the stories that tend to make the most noise online, or create the folklore, or the hearsay, or the legendary tales of lack of reliability. I mean, this one doesn't bat an eyelid. I've had it round a track, I've spanked it a little bit, which you should do when you have a car like this, because that's what they're all about, right? And it doesn't miss a beat, it just goes and goes. Any problems have been very minor, you know, the indicator stalk which needed fixed under warranty, so generally very good. So when you're looking at one of these, when you're thinking about getting one of these, you could potentially get one without a warranty. Now, if you're buying through McLaren, you're going to be paying a lot more. You're probably going to be paying, you'll be a more recent car due to mileage and age. They sell more recent cars. You're going to be looking probably about 110, 115 for a good one. But you should be getting a year's extended McLaren warranty with that. After which time you'll be looking to potentially renew that yourself. But you know, you can be pretty confident that you'll be safe there. But look at the maths there. If you're doing that every year for 3 years, that's £9,000 total, right? Over 3 years of ownership. If you don't get a warranty, you're saving yourself £9,000, and that is, of course, assuming that nothing goes wrong. And fingers crossed it doesn't, and it probably won't. You know, once the car's running, and if you've got a car that's done 15,000 miles and nothing's gone wrong with it, chances are nothing will go wrong with it. It's just going to be servicing, wear and tear, all the usual stuff that you're expecting to spend on a car like this. So, just something to consider really when you're looking at 570Ss. And if you do have that kind of money and you're blessed to be spending that kind of money on a car, and you haven't considered a 570S, you're in the market for a two-seat, a bit of fun, just get out and drive one, please. Honestly, I mean, every time you put your foot down in one of these, like now, just fun, I love it, absolutely love it. And the handling on them is just to die for. I still can't get my head around how good it is on the roads. The way they manage the bumps, it's better than any other sports car I've been in, and I genuinely mean that. It's so compliant, no anti-roll bar, it's wizardry, the suspension in this. So just get out, drive one. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. If you don't like it, what's going on? Why don't you like it? So yeah, just wanted to talk to you on this video about the warranty, what to look for, if it's the right time to buy one, and honestly the price they are now, the bargain price they are for this type of car, I think you should get involved if you're looking to. So that's it, quick chat, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to sub, really appreciate it, and catch you soon on the next one. Bye for now.